Hi class, it is a little bit later than I typically report to you on a Sunday, so I apologize for that. I have had an extremely difficult week. My sweet dad, who was a champion of civil rights, in fact that's why he moved to Mississippi in the 60s, he just was probably the most optimistic and positive person I've ever encountered naturally. He didn't even have to work at it. Passed away this week. So it's been a hard week for me, but I am very grateful to be gathered here with my family and friends. And we are pulling together what's going to be a beautiful service for him tomorrow. And so I'm going to make this video short and sweet, but do not hesitate to reach out to me. I'm actually going to be here until Tuesday, and then I'm flying to California to give a presentation on positive psychology to educators. And I'll actually be on my computer more than usual because I won't be at a school in meetings all week. I'll just be at a conference. And so let me know of any questions and concerns that you have come up. This is a new term, so second term. That means your grades will start from scratch, and then we'll average together the two terms at the end of the course. Thank you for those mid-semester reflections that you wrote. Those of you that really took the time to think about specific assignments and how you're growing and learning with the competencies and outcomes. It was a real joy to read that, and you'll have another chance to work hard at that at the end of the semester when you do your final self-assessment and reflection to wrap up the year. I've published a new hangout for you guys. I hope I said this at the beginning of this unit. There are some Saturday assignments just as far as trying to keep up with the reading, and I apologize for that. I try to be protective of your weekends. You shouldn't find after this unit that you're going to hit too many of those. Chapter 2 is going to be called War Makes Us an Animal, and then chapter 3 is on PTSD. And you may be thinking like, whoa, this is a class on positive psychology. Why are we reading a chapter on PTSD? It's actually what I think one of the more fascinating chapters of the book, and it's an opportunity for us to consider how can we use concepts of positive psychology to help heal things like trauma and loss. There's a Zoom connected with chapter 3, so make sure that you do scroll ahead if it's that in those beginning dates of November. Please try to get on top of that, get those scheduled, and let me know once you do. The Learning Portfolio Project. By now, I've started a Google Doc where I put all of the questions that you guys asked in your last assignment on the Learning Portfolio Project, Learning Studio Project. I'm a little tired. But those, so if you go into where the comments are for that assignment, I've put a link to the Google Doc, and all of the questions that you guys asked about the project I've listed there, and you can see what the answer to your question, but also other questions, and this might bring up more questions for you. So remember, the whole idea here, and let's not let this get too complicated, you're going to pick a group of people in your community or around the world that you know are struggling and suffering in some way. Then you're going to identify a positive psychology practice or concept or theory that you think could help ease some of their tension. From there, you are going to start researching that concept and that group of people, and then you're going to consider what would be the best way to deliver this. Would it be a workshop? Would it be a course? Would it be a book? Would it be a journal? Would it be a website? Would it be an app? And then you're going to build the prototype, meaning you're not going to actually deliver it to this group of people. Maybe you'll choose to one day, and that would be pretty cool. But you're going to really plan it out, and when you share it at the end of the year to our class, and actually also the other section of positive psychology, you're going to show how you would play out. Let's say you wrote a book. You would put the chapters of the book, a breakdown of the book, what the individuals would get out of the book, and you put that all together and you would share it. After unit 4, you're going to have a whole week where you remember the idea is that we're spending 6 to 8 hours on GOA per week. You're going to have that amount of time to put forth on this project, and we're going to plan the week out together so that it feels structured and you feel prepared. In the meantime, let me know if you have any questions or concerns. And as I sign off, I just want to say, going through difficult loss is, it's a huge challenge, but what makes it better is everything that we're talking about in this particular chapter: meaning, purpose, and connection. In fact, I've been working on the eulogy that I'm going to read during my father's service tomorrow, and I keep going back to those three terms when I describe his life, the things that were most important to him. So I hope you guys have a great week. Be in touch with any questions you have.